See, UPSC conducts recruitment, and just for reputation, we cannot glorify direct recruitment. Direct recruitment, yes, but it has nothing to do with recruitment agency. It has to do with more about personal. If you have direct recruitment, so it is bringing novices, no? Inexperienced persons. Don't you think that a person who has done a job, let's say that 10 years of job, and you qualified the civil service examination, and tomorrow you become his superior, how he feels? How he feels? Isn't it? Certainly he will not feel good. Right. Many a time he can notice your flaws and vices. Right. Precariousness in your behavior. Right. फिर आपस में वो बात करेंगे, अभी बच्चा है, ये है, वो है. नया नया आया है ना, ऐसे ही बोलते हैं ना, नया नया साहब है अभी. Many a time PA knows more than you. PS बोलते हैं ना, PS, the person, DM का जो PS होता है वो DM से कम नहीं होता है. तो जो भी होते हैं, let's say that is how let's say. So we need to maintain a balance, simple. Otherwise it has reverse process. People should be attracted for state services. If they are not getting attracted, it is a matter of concern. This you should know. Because unless we improve state administration, nothing can be improved only by national administration. Ultimately, serve कौन करेगा? लोगों को सर्व कौन करेगा? जो स्टेट ब्यूरोक्रेसी है, बॉटम लेवल. और आप इंप्रूव किसको कर रहे हो? टॉप लेवल. तो टॉप लेवल पे आप जितना फाइट करना है करते रहो, उसका इफेक्ट तो है नहीं नीचे. बस right, they will maintain their aura, that's one thing. But let's say forget about that, let's talk about people. Right, most efficient staff you need to have at street level, not at top level. But our focus remains more at top and middle level, less at bottom level. अब bottom level पे जाके experience करोगे तो पता चलेगा ना, it's almost defunct institution. Right, ना तो proper computer है, ना तो उनका chair proper है, table है, office proper नहीं है. This is the way, and they are, let's say that, trying to serve to people. Right. So bottom level, let's say that things are not, and why it is not? Because you do not give them promotional opportunities. They know कि क्या होने वाला है. Right. People are not attracted. Why you are not attracted towards state services? Rather, you should have been attracted towards state service. This, or let's say कि doctors, engineers, teachers, etc. You are not. Rather, let's say it's a reversal process. और इवन टीचर बन भी गया है तो वो अभी स्टेट पब्लिक सर्विस का तैयारी कर रहा है. मतलब 35 इयर्स तक तैयारी करते रहेगा तो पढ़ाएगा कब? सॉरी टू से. आजकल गवर्नमेंट इमरजेंसी भेजती है, isn't it? पहले से आपको ब्रेन वॉश कर रही है, तैयार रहो. राइट ना, किसी दिन मैसेज करेंगे भागो यहां से. See, they have already asked this question. I guess in 11 or 12 they asked this question. 11, 12 or 13, because that time it was in news. You know that posting transfer. Posting we don't have to read posting separately. Promotion, posting happen together, and transfer is an act of posting also. This you can see this. So Posting can be done for posting is an act of transfer. This posting means transfer. Now this transfer may happen due to promotion, rotation, yes, rotation, punishment. So it is positive part and parcel of civil service. But जब नॉर्मल टाइम्स में ट्रांसफर हो सकता है इमरजेंसी में क्यों नहीं हो रहा? ऐसा कुछ नहीं, वो सर्विस स्पेसिफिक रूल होता है, बट सिविल सर्विस में ऐसा नहीं है. At that position, but certainly not कि seniority होता है, change होता है, but there is no, let's say, such upper limit. This, it is not defined properly. This. So posting and transfer, they are part and parcel of civil services, but main concern is related to this. This you can say, right? Frequent transfers. Not related to this. So we have incidents of frequent transfers. This or may not be as punishment, but still let's say that it is, there is frequent transfers you can consider. Right. Like let's say that first is before election. Before election. Second is after election. Any major incidents. Yes. अगर किसी स्टेट में तीनों इलेक्शन अलग अलग टाइम पे होता है, in 5 years 3 times transfer, normal transfer. Right. अब ये होता क्यों है? तो before elections government in advance, suppose 6 months रह गया election, तो it is very in a silent way, it tries to bring its own officers at sensitive positions. Yes. And election commission is observing. Yes. So, oh, this is how let's say that they do not intervene. पहले देखते ठीक है, पहले तुम transfer कर लो. Now, when model code of conduct is operation, then they will do transfer. Right. Do you know, during election time, election commission becomes de facto government. It's such a powerful institution. Right. And state government cannot Deny. If election commission says to transfer this officer when model code of conduct is in operation, the state cannot deny because it will go to Supreme Court directly. And Supreme Court has more faith in election commission than so that is how you'll find. Elections aata hai, observe karo. After election, now chance of the government again to reward the officers. Right. So those who supported in election, now time to reward. Right. And election commission may have transferred some person here and there. Right. So now election commission has no authority after election. Hence they can bring this. That is how it happens. Now, if you do anything against government, first thing is transfer. First thing is transfer. If you arrest any person who is belonging to the government side, you are transferred. This level of thing happens. So that is how, be ready for transfer. That is how Prabhakar Chaudhary, he did nothing but transferred. He was trying to manage law and order, transferred. So this is what it happens. So frequent transfers happen. Frequent transfers have happened in such a way that it is said sarcastically, the officers in field should keep their luggage always ready. This is how. Keep limited luggage and luggage. Because see that shifting mein itna pain no. And you know how Ashok Khemka, but it is not only Ashok Khemka, there are several officers. Yes, Tukaram Munde from Maharashtra, you know that. Yes. Right. So you can imagine जब preparation level पे ही इतना thinking है, that you can understand all these things. Right. When you will be in service, so you will understand better. That is how, yes, you are right, that this is how it happens. So transfers and postings have become to such a level that UPSC had once analyzed how transfer posting happened. It found that even in UP there was once 3 months average time. In UP there was during 90s 3 months average time for transfer. UPSC analysis. This. And UPSC analysis is that 3 officers, 4 officers have been transferred more than 50 times. This. That is how it is very frequent, and there are some very sensitive or some controversial transfers have happened. Durga Shakti Nagpal, suspension, let's say, transfer, you know that. She was trying to demolish a mosque built on the government land. The action was lawful, but how can you act under a government, let's say, which will share you and will take politics administration? There have been instances when some district magistrates transferred, so people have not allowed them to be transferred. They came in the support of that officers, but that is very rare, you can say that. So that has also happened. There are 2 such also precedents in which courts have intervened, although courts also do not intervene. Court also do not intervene because transfer and posting are the prerogative of the government. As it is also, we have told that it is promotion, rotation. This government will say it is routine matter. Right. The government will respond to the court that it is routine. Right. This. And courts cannot go into, let's say they have so many other things to look into. So courts also do not intervene, but there are 2 such, let's say that precedents in which courts have order to reinstate them. One is related to Deputy Commissioner Karnataka. and another is related to DGP Kerala. DGP Kerala Sen Kumar, he in one such meeting when he was addressing people, so he criticized the government that the government was corrupt, etc. Means he had a let's say criticism which he should have avoided. That resulted into his transfer, immediate transfer from DGP. Supreme Court intervened in that and ordered for reinstatement of DGP. That this is first precedent. Generally, they do not intervene. And in Karnataka, Deputy Commissioner was transferred before election. That is also related to. And then she approached High Court, Karnataka High Court, and Karnataka High Court also ordered to reinstate her in the same district as Deputy Commissioner. Otherwise, courts do not intervene. Committee commissions, if you take ARC second, Hota committee, they have highlighted this, let's say that, how frequent transfers affect seriously the motivation, morale and efficiency of civil servants. ARC second even finds that very few percentage of civil servants, 20 to 30% of civil servants can complete 2 years of tenure. Otherwise, most of the civil servants have less than 1 year tenure. This. And if you analyze frequent posting and transfers, then all our efforts related to recruitment, training, performance appraisal, they will be reduced to zero. Because you are not letting them perform. The civil servants remain in the situation of getting ready to get ready. This, like you initiate something somewhere, you go there, many a time I say generally, first day, first posting, transfer. So, this way let's say, the mindset पहले से बना के रखो ताकि उस समय आपको hurt नहीं होगा. This. Anyhow, generally it happens, let's say that getting ready to get ready means, suppose you go any district, it will take time to understand that. And by the time you understand, transfer happens. Next district you go, you try to understand. And you try to take initiative. By the time you are taking initiative, transfer happens. 1 year has gone, nothing you have done. Ultimately, your potential is not being used. This, you feel, let's say that, upset by this. Many a time you take initiative, but you are not implementing. Are you implementing, but succeeding officer will not continue that. Succeeding officer will try to bring his own initiative. So, in a way, do you know what is happening? Administration at field level remains in a state of flux. Right. That's why people suffer. Right. This is one major cause of lack of substantial change at grassroots level. This, and we wonder कि सब कुछ तो हो रहा है फिर भी change क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. Right. But the factor is this, and that is how, let's say, we need to have. That's why there is a demand that we should have a stable tenure. Right. They have recommended, and they have recommended also for this Civil Service Commission for posting, transfer, promotion. And in 2011 Supreme Court थोड़ा ज़्यादा emotional हो गया, तो Supreme Court ने बोला कि it would be a binding directive that within 3 months you create Civil Service Commission for posting, transfer. Right. और 2011 के बाद 23 हो गया, अभी तक गवर्नमेंट ने क्रिएट. इसका एक आउटकम था कि यूपीएससी ने क्वेश्चन पूछ दिया. Right. ये स्टेट क्रिएट करेंगे और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी बनाएगा. सब स्टेट के लिए अलग अलग होगा, एक नहीं होगा. It will be at union level 1 and by each state 1.
So instead of that, we can create a national level 1. So
No. States. Not clear. UPSC, ARC second has written it should be like UPSC type institution. That tomorrow we'll talk its pros and cons. ARC second say it is Civil Service Authority. Its name is different.